You know what I really love about these daily videos? I get to dress up more than I used to dress up when I used to do shows, because I definitely didn't have a show every day. Check this out. What? Leave a comment if you know how that trick is done. Hey Earthlings, welcome to day 32 of the lockdown. My name is Sylar and I do a video every day of the lockdown to get better at filming, editing, and generally talking to you guys. Today we are reviewing Now You See Me 2, and more specifically I'm reviewing the magic in the movie and how doable it is in real life. As in, if I would have a show, would I be able to replicate everything that's in the movie? Just a quick comparisons to the first Now You See Me movie. It's way better when it comes to the magic because it feels more grounded. It feels like a lot of magic that I would be able to do, and I connected to a lot of magic because it was a lot of stuff I recognized. In the sequel, not as much. A lot of big illusions that would probably be doable in the right circumstances, in the right Las Vegas theater with the right amount of budget, but definitely not accessible to an average magician like myself. So I'm gonna sort of quickly run through the magic I do remember from the movie and talk about each trick a bit. The first thing I remember is the 3-card Monte with the giant playing cards. The 3-card Monte is essentially that sort of street game where you have, say, a queen and 2 indifferent cards. I put the cards face down, I shuffle them around, and you have to guess which one is the queen, and then you win the money or lose the money. In this scenario, he had massive playing cards, and he would hide behind the cards and you'd have to guess where he is, and then at the end he vanished, which is amazing. And I remember seeing that in the cinema and instantly my brain went, oh, that has to be doable. And it probably is. It definitely is, especially on stage. It would be easier to do than outside in a street magic scenario, but it's definitely doable and probably one of my favorite ones because it's actually something I recognize, and it's definitely something that I thought of doing, but never to this extent. The next one I want to talk about is the stopping the rain scene, where he does the whole bam, and he's in London, I think, and then all the rain, you can see the teardrops stop, and then they start going back up. Very, like, from a movie and from a trick perspective, very impressive, very amazing. Definitely not doable. I don't know, maybe it is doable, and I'm not level 900 warlock yet to know. But from my knowledge, I don't think this is doable right now. I'm gonna jump to the controversial scene. I say controversial mostly for magicians. If you've seen the movie, you know the security scene when all of them are inside and they have to pass security, and they have this playing card that has this chip inside it, and they have to get it in or out, whatever, I don't remember exactly. And they sort of palm the card, move their hands around, throw the card from one to another, sleeve the card, all of that stuff. In principle, amazing scene, amazing trick. Problem I have with it was completely CGI, and I sort of understand, because for the actors to actually replicate that, it would take a lot of practice for just that split second of thing. But I'm not sure if the decision to go CGI rather than to use magicians and not show their faces is better. I don't know, I'm not at that level to make those types of decisions, but I would have probably tried it with magicians first, because it would have looked so much better and it would have aged better. Like, even now, if you put the movie on, when that card's being flicked and it goes in slow motion, you can see how CG that card is, and I feel it ruins the whole scene. Even though some of it might be for real, it ruins the whole scene because of that, for me personally. I went with my girlfriend to the movie, and that's her favorite bit of the movie, so it kind of depends if you're a muggle or a magician in this scenario. And for me personally, that's my least favorite bit of the whole movie. Well, I say that, but probably the ending is, because it was a trick that they did on the character in the movie, basically, and not necessarily on us. So Daniel Radcliffe's character was impressed. We weren't, because we were in on it. So being in on it, it's less of a magic trick in itself for us, if that makes sense. The main problem in this movie is that all the tricks are massive. They're massive illusions, massive set pieces, and it would be really hard for me to say how accurate these things are because they're very specific for the movie and for the script. If I would have to replicate any of that, it would probably be done with a massive budget in Vegas, like I said. But for the average magician, these are really, really hard to do. And personally, I think some of them impossible. If you're a magician and you've seen the movie and you think some of these things that I say aren't doable are doable, let me know in the comments, let's chat, because obviously I'm always happy to learn new stuff. I know there was a third movie in the works, and if that's still the case, I'd love it to go back to the idea of the first movie and just do small tricks, small magic that's actually impressive. Because magic on video is kind of pointless, really. Magic's made to be enjoyed live. Like, imagine going to see a theater show and then somebody films it and you see the filming of that theater show. It wouldn't be as great. That's why they transfer into a movie with cuts, special effects, music, etc. So I feel there's not really a movie version of live magic. So magic, if you love it, go and experience it live. I know it's hard now, but a lot of magicians are doing digital/online shows. I'm doing online shows. So if that's something you love, find a show and have a look, because through the live stream, even though it is video, it's actually live, so the misdirection is live, everything is live. So I genuinely think you would enjoy magic way more than just watching a video of a trick. Two quick things I want to brag about regarding this movie. One is that I was invited to the pre-premiere. Is that a thing? I don't even know. I was invited to see the movie before it launched. And it was me and my girlfriend, a bunch of other magicians, and the point of this was to write an article for The Guardian, basically answering the same questions that I answered today. And that's how accurate is the magic, how accurate are the magicians portrayed, the way they talk to each other, the way they act, is it very appropriate and is it realistic? That's the main thing. I linked the article in the description, so if you want to go see what I had to say, go check that out. The other thing that I wanted to tell you about is this meltdown that Dan Harmon had on his podcast. Now, it's cancelled now, but you can still go and listen/watch all of it. Dan Harmon's podcast, Harmon Meltdown. Basically, he had a complete rant on the fact that Now You See Me 2 is called Now You See Me 2, and why isn't it called Now You Don't? Because in his mind, the first movie is set up for the second one, because you call it Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Completely hilarious. I'll link the video in the description as well if you want to go see that rant. It's so funny. If you love his style, you'll definitely enjoy it. And I tried to look for this, but I can't find it because it's very deeply archived. But I don't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram, but I tagged the Now You See Me 2 account for them to see what Dan Harmon had to say, but their account was at Now You See Me 2 UK. So that sparked another rant on why is it called Now You See Me 2 UK, and it's absolutely fantastically hilarious. I'll try and find that and link it below. If not, you just have my story and you'll have to believe me. If you enjoy this channel, I have a bunch of other videos you can have a look at. I've been doing a video every day since the lockdown. This is video 32. So you have weird, awkward stories, other movie reviews, old performances of mine, and generally me ranting on stuff. So if that's of any interest, go check those videos out. If you also go into the playlist, you can find Magic Beyond Belief, which is a YouTube magic series we did years ago. It's pre-bearded me, so that could be interesting. And you also have Alien Diaries, which is a vlog I did at weddings, corporate events, birthday parties, and all that stuff. So if you want to see what I do at events, you can check those out. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, leave a comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe, because that would be awesome and I would be forever grateful. If you help me reach 1,000 subscribers, I will do a face reveal, show you my real alien face, and do a trick with a top hat. I hate top hats. Thanks a lot for watching another video. I'll see you all tomorrow.